Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
We welcome you, and we've got time. Well, Aaron Gordon, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. If you look at the Magic, they're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, the Bulls, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Magic, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Ennis in at the small forward. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. And Levine throws it down.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
And here's Levine, following Evan Fournier's 3. Levine, good. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
This, to me, is where Levine's length can be a major advantage. Nice job attacking on the painted area.
Vucevic the pass to Augustine. Pass to Ennis. White against Augustine. No good on the triple. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls. Markkanen passes to White. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here's Augustine. Carter pulls it in.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And stolen by Fournier. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Gordon's running. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Levine kicks to Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Stolen by Markkanen. And here we go, the Bulls fast break.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Fournier against Levine. Fournier passes to Augustine. The Magic again can't hit. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Satoransky comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's done in for White. Then for the Magic, Kem Birch is checked in for Ennis. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Here's Fultz. Another shot. The pass to Ross. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 15th in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Zach LaVine. Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Bamba, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
1:02 left to play here in the first. Pass to Satoransky. A beautiful reverse layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Hutchison. Done with it. Bamba picks him up. Here's Cornette, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Fultz. Fires from the wing. They get it back. Here's Bamba. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
Good.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fultz the pass to Birch. Good defensive work there by Young.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bulls out front. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Carter Williams. Also, Markelle Fultz out there. Terrence Ross is out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Birch in at the 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
LDA had... Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
I'll tell you, the next step for Mo Bamba will be more muscle, but he finishes through contact right there.
Here's Harrison. Carter Williams covering. Harrison kicks to Young. Back to Harrison. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Satoransky. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized. But would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. To the paint. Carter finds Porter. Shoots over Bamba. quarter, no luck. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Ennis. Up and in on the layup.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harrison passes to Porter. Back to Harrison. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Valentine, and Levine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Lob pass to Gordon, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Poked away, hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. And you look at White, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love it.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's the feed to Gordon. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Chicago leading by 3. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Now that slender frame sometimes lets Porter slip right through the cracks and get to the rim.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Chicago making some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for White. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And they double up Gordon. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 5 there thanks to the basket from Vucevic.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Down against Augustine. Now, here's Dunn. Guarded closer. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
It's good on the putback. Dunn's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Hutchison passes to Levine. A dish now to Carter. Back to Levine. And the pass to Hutchison. Kicks to Markkanen. Fires from 18. And he nails the jumper. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Already a solid shooter. When you play off Markkanen, you risk getting burned.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it goes down 2 points.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And stolen by Gordon. He feeds it to Augustine. The Magic again can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 11-point cushion. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They lead by 11. How about... And that'll do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. White the pass to Carter. Baseline jumper. Levine, good. Levine's got 10.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here are the Magic now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Stolen by Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. White's running, and Markkanen throws it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Porter kicks to Markkanen. Porter putting it right back in. 11 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Outside Porter. Outside Levine. 6 to shoot. White the pass to Levine. Shoots over Fournier. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. Pass to Vucevic. He kicks it to Fournier. Now here's Ennis, guarded by Porter. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Levine passes to White. Back to Levine. Inside, and Young slams it home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Down low. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Gordon. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And Young kicks to Satoransky. Young passes to Harrison. Back to Young. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Bulls making a change here. Hutchison's checked in. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Now here's Ross. Defense right on him. Pulls up. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young finds Satoransky. And here is Valentine. Pass to Harrison. Young passes to Hutchison. No dice from 9 feet out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 13. From the United Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Carter Williams. He's out there with DJ Augustine. Bamba is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Birch in at the 4-man position. Here's Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And the Bulls lead by 13. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Ross. Markkanen. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
And that one's good, Harrison.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Magic trail by 15. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Ross with it. Clock at 6. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for Harrison. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Carter Williams. Bob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Back to Satoransky. Here's Hutchison, who's guarded by Fournier. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen, and the layup is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Vucevic up top, Ross on the wing. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Dunn's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Satoransky, banked in off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Pass to Gordon, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Chicago making some changes. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine comes in for Dunn. And it's White in for Satoransky. And a change for the Magic. Ennis, he's checked in for Ross.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Outside, LaVine. Bulls moving the ball around. That's tipped, stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lauri Markkanen.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Dunn outside. Shoots it up. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 16. Gordon dishes to Fultz. And it's Orlando with another.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Dunn passes to Gafford. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Frazier kicks to Fultz. Good, great play set up by Frazier.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Shot's good by Gafford.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so Chicago takes this one. And
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app.
A spectacular side as we... And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seeded come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Turner. That one doesn't drop. So Orlando will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Gordon. That one, no good. Nice D from Warren. Here's Oladipo, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Lob pass to Gordon.
Boy, Vucevic so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Brogdon with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Warren, good.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Brogdon against Augustine. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Ross is checked in for the Magic. And the Pacers also making a change. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Here's Oladipo. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Got a hand on it. Ross on the wing. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago, and it's good, 2 points.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Brogdon outside. To the inside. Warren the pass to Brogdon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Brogdon does a nice job using his body close to the basket. He's a strong guard who knows what to do down there.
Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by Warren. Pass to Oladipo. Tries from 10. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
For the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Khem Birch comes in for Fournier. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
Now here's Gordon. He has 6. Sampson pulls it in.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Here's Bamba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
And the second free throw, good. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Pass to McConnell. Kicks to Sampson. 3 seconds left. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And so the first quarter is in the books. Indiana out in front, up by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, they've got Mohamed Bamba. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch in at the 4.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. On the wing, Holiday. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
Now here is Holiday. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fine for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boom! At over 7 feet tall with bounce, Bamba, a great option for the alley-oop.
Here's Holiday, and Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 9. Pacers with the rebound. Vitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. And so here's Orlando. After the miss from Doug McDermott. Fultz dishes to Carter-Williams. Holiday brings the double team. Stolen by Holiday. McDermott with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Ken Birch. Fournier comes in for James Ennis. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nick McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Brogdon against Augustine. Now the pass to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Ross for 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. 35 seconds left in the first half. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. 24 seconds left in the first half. The Magic again can't hit. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Passes it to McConnell. Here's Sumner. Shoots over Fournier. Indiana again missing. And so it's Indiana. 13 points. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to for the Pacers. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for Indiana. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic. But they recover it. Oladipo with the block.
Cannot take Oladipo's athleticism lightly. He's one of the very best in the league as a 2-guard at blocking shots.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 7 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
And it's Brogdon off the drive.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
The Magic trail by 14. Ennis. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Holiday. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Vucevic. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
It's rebounded by Indiana.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Turner. The high post shot. That one a little long.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Launches a 3. And it's Ennis that time on the assist by Augustine. Ennis has got 5 now.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Oladipo taking his time here. Feeds to Turner. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Boy, Oladipo has tremendous athleticism, and with his effort on the offensive glass, he keeps possessions alive for his team.
Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Now Brogdon, following the 3-point attempt by Miles Turner. Second shot opportunity, and that one is good. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities. Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Holiday gets the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon. Indiana leading by 19 points. Oladipo with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. Oh, Vucevic in position. Turner with the steal. Brogdon against Gordon. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And a miss there on the triple. Magic have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Ennis. Fultz, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday, the pass to Sumner. And Bamba pulls it down. And now Orlando on the break. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low.
Okay, good patience on your spacing, getting it out, and attack.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Terrence Ross. Markelle Fultz out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Carter-Williams. It's tipped. Here's Sumner. And the foul on Khem Birch. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Sampson's checked in. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and, you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Nice shot by McDermott.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
McDermott's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Bamba finds Ross. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Outside Fournier. Back to Ross. Pass to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Here's Birch. 5 to shoot. Fournier passes to Birch. Deflects the pass and stolen by McConnell. Here's McDermott. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Fournier. Ross for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell scanning the floor. The 11-footer. And that one is off. The Magic go the other way with it. Outside Gordon. Ross with a wide open look. Good on the triple. Ross has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And here's McConnell. Over Fultz. And McConnell gets it to go.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Fultz kicks to Ross. His three-pointers off the mark. Ross against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Here's Bitadze. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. When you talk about the quiet producers in the league, T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Pass to Brogdon. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively, put the defense back on his heels.
Bean passes to Markkanen. Out to the wing. And White kicks to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. Tries again. And Markkanen lays it up and in.
For a stretch 4 who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
Holiday against Levine. Holiday the pass to Brogdon. The offensive rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Levine finds Porter. Back to Levine. Outside Porter. Back to Levine. There's the pass to Carter. Shoots over Turner. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You see right there the hops and Levine attacking the miss.
Levine against Holiday. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Now here is Carter after T.J. Warren's miss, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Look at Indiana. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, Chicago. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball. So if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Now here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Indiana leading. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And he jams it with authority.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Porter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Sweet-looking jump shot from any distance. Levine's range goes well beyond the three-point line.
Here's Holiday. Outside to Brogdon. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Pass to Brogdon. Puts up a 3. And the Pacers another 3. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Levine. Porter dishes to Levine. Here's White. And the 3 off target. Indiana leading by 3. Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Cornette can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 slot.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Passes it to McConnell. Shot on the wing. He's off on that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
Great positioning on the putback. Vitadze's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Satoransky against Holiday. Young passes to Dunn. Here's Satoransky. Taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Holiday is running. Sampson's shot is off. Bulls trail by 7. And Justin Holiday, one of the many Holiday brothers in the NBA, Smitty, a strong shooter.
I like that Justin Holiday does more than just shoot. Solid rebounder for his position, and you can bet on him to also come up with a few takeaways, Kevin.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Here's Sumner. McDermott kicks to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Over Dunn. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got his first points of the game. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 7. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Free throw line jump shot. Valentine grabs the board.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Young, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Sumner kicks to McDermott. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him, and the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Doug McDermott is a very good catch-and-shoot basketball player.
Harrison passes to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. That shot off, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
You try not to dwell on losses like that, but hey, you can't help it. Hopefully, they'll learn something from that defeat.
Bulls trail by 5. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Young, and it's White in for Dunn. And again, Chicago, no good. Pacers leading by 5. Oladipo taking his time here. 54 seconds left here in the second. To the paint. It's stolen by Carter. It's stolen by Oladipo. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Who's back up? Here's Sumner. Indiana again missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Wasted no time on that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Oladipo outside. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Oladipo draws the double. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range. Oladipo's got 8 points. Outside White. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5 point. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. On the wing, Levine. He dishes it to Carter. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Levine kicks to Carter. No good on the triple. Indiana leading by 5.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Porter passes to Carter. Here's Markkanen. Feeds it to Carter. Nice D from Warren.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Count it. And the Pacers lead by 9.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Levine, kicks it to Carter, and it's sent back by Turner.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Brogdon finds Warren, shoots over White. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They need this one. He doesn't hit that one. And Indiana will come the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 7th. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one drops.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Indiana leading by 9. Here's Sampson. Pass to Bitadze. Sampson, the pass to Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offense with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Oladipo outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hutchison passes to Young. Dunn kicks to Satoransky. To the middle. And there's the pass to Hutchison. And the 3-ball is good.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Inside. Satoransky against Holiday. And it's blocked. In transition, here come the Bulls. Dunn's shot's good.
In the open court, that's where Chris Dunn can really let loose, creating havoc for the defense.
Oladipo outside. There's the dish to Sampson. Tries from 10. Here's McDermott. Over in the corner, Sampson. Indiana moving it around. Here's Bitadze, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Hutchison passes to Young. Here's Hutchison. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDermott. Young with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Holiday looking over the floor. Shot from the wing, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Reading the defense, getting a look from mid-range. Justin says, don't forget about me.
And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, we've got Valentine, Harrison out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Hutchinson in at the 4-man position. Now here's Satoransky. Passes to Hutchison. Back to Markkanen. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sampson, the pass to Sumner. The Pacers getting another chance here. He kicks to Sampson. Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. And that one, good. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Valentine passes to Hutchison. The tray. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Markkanen. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Sumner. From the high post, he drills it. And now it's an 8-point Indiana lead. Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Turner with the steal. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded by Markkanen. They get the rebound. McDermott passes to Turner. Stolen by Satoransky for the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Aaron Holiday comes in for Edmund Sumner. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Harrison. And it's White for Satoransky. Bulls trail by 6. And LaVine, here we go. Here's Carter, shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And White kicks to Carter. Taken away by Holiday. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. LaVine wide open. And the Bulls get it back. Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
The coaching staff needs Zach LaVine to perform at his best when it matters, and he did it.
Pacers leading by 3. Outside Warren. Puts it up. That one doesn't go. And the Bulls going the other way now. And Porter, here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got his first bucket of the night.
Porter has the experience to step up when it counts.
Oladipo dishes to Holiday. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Turner. Chicago grabs the miss.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And White kicks to LaVine. A miss that time would have put him up.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Warren the pass to Brogdon. And Holiday, here we go. It's in!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
LaVine inside the three-point line. Holiday with the defensive effort. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Good!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And Markkanen on the follow.
Not only can you count on Markkanen to give you points, he can do it when it matters most.
Turner. Good!
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Porter, no luck. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holiday. Takes a three. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Indiana lead. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. multifaceted and improvements. Shooting, puck pickup, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's...
Coming up next. Hello and let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. We take a look at the Magic. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And of course, Chicago, just a few spots below there.
And right now for the Magic, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. Now Ennis, after Zach LaVine missed from long range.
Come on.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of it?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing and adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. Gordon with the defensive effort. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Gets a very good look and converts.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
Augustine against White. Augustine passes to Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Now here's Levine. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Porter passes to Carter. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing. And it's Ennis with the ball for Orlando. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home team just couldn't pull out the win.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's White. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Porter against Augustine. Outside Fournier. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Outside Porter. Carter right side. Bulls moving the ball around. White dishes to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic. Carter with the bucket.
Love seeing the mid-range still used. Carter Jr. is more of a low-post guy, but knocking down Jays will help his game.
And White with the block. It's Carter, high post. Vucevic on him. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul for the Magic. Ken Burge has checked in for Ennis. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. .55 seconds left in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Fultz. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 6 points for Aaron Gordon. Chicago leading. And here is Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Dunn passes to Cornett. Here's Hutchison. He's off from 17 feet. Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Birch. Ross for 3. Doesn't go that time. Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one misses. Chicago making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Chicago. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Carter Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch into the four-man position. Fultz is out there for Orlando. Chicago leading by 3. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Thomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah, the best player from the country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he's very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Chicago making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. For 3, Ross. But they'll get another chance. Here's Fultz. Harrison with the rebound.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
That shot is off. The Magic trail by 3. There's the lob to the hoop. Valentine grabs the board. The Bulls shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And Young slams it home.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
To the inside. Birch kicks to Bamba. The shot comes out.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Shots good from Young.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Fultz.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Here's Cornette, covered by Bamba. Dunn passes to Cornette. Harrison in the corner. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Fultz. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. Levine's checked in for Valentine. For 3, Ross. And it's White with the rebound. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Orlando. Intercepted. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
What blinding speed in the open floor. That's Fultz, especially dangerous in transition.
Bean passes to Carter. And Young kicks to Harrison. Feeds to Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, do you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me? 60 points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Fades back. Awundu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Young outside, back to White. The pass to Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter. Kick out to Levine. Here's White. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Carter.
No, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
The shot's good. Colts has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Offensive rebound. Here's Carter. Second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Muhammad Bamba.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Harrison. And Satoransky subbed in for White. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Carter, the pass to Hutchison. Back to Carter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Hutchison. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. Passes it to Hutchison. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And so it's Chicago. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1 spot. And then Carter with the jam.
All right, he simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. I mean, Carter Jr.'s tough as nails.
Bulls shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though. This team needs results. And this is the muscle you want to see. Markkanen showing signs of adding strength over time. Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
That free throw good for Markkanen. Impressed with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Count it, good. Levine's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. And that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime. Another in the long line of big men who can drain the 3. That makes him a very tough cover.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
Markkanen kicks to Porter. To the middle. Here's Carter. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, Vucevic in position.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Markkanen, White, wide open. He fires. Wide open shot is on the money. White's got his first bucket in this one. Pass to Gordon. No good on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And the shot goes down. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. White, good.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. LaVine's eyes light up as passes are coming his way.
That one good for 2.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Markkanen. Second shot opportunity. LaVine for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
1:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Augustine against White. And the pass to Fournier. It's good. The assist had time for Menace. Fournier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
LaVine passes to Carter. LaVine against Fournier. 5 on the clock. And Porter, here we go. Carter, that's good.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 11.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Hang time, Ruben the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd me to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's candy. The minute need to play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with the...
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matches. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Indiana. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And checking out Orlando, a few slots below them.
And right now for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. And good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
Now here is Augustine. Fournier for 3. That shot off, and Indiana will come the other way. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Oladipo. Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The baseline J. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Augustine from outside. Brogdon gets a hand on it. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Ennis dishes to Gordon. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Augustine, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade. Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Last time these 2 teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fournier for 3, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Oladipo. The shot's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Magic trail by 12. Lob pass to Gordon.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Pass to Holiday. The high post shot, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Holiday's got 7 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Turner against Vucevic. Warren the pass to Holiday. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Vucevic. Fournier goes in. It's good.
Well, solid at recognizing when to attack on the interior. Fournier staying aggressive.
And stolen by Gordon. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. James Ennis.
This would be a rotation player.
And with the importance of the three ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Fultz. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch in at the 4 spot. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 11. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And he makes that one.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Holiday. Birch grabs the board. The Magic trail by 9.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Here's Sumner. Again, Indiana. The Magic trail by 11. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Bamba.
Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Sampson. The kick out to Holiday. And the Pacers another 3.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Holiday. To the paint. Rebounded by McDermott. Pacers leading by 12. Holiday surveying the floor. Now the pass to Sumner. That one doesn't drop. The Magic go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ross in the corner. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Sumner kicks to Sampson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And there's the call on Jakar Sampson. That's his first foul. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And Fournier subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And Vucevic throws it down.
There's a chemistry that Vucevic has with his guys. The alley and the oop.
Fournier against Holiday. Here's Warren. Rebound by the Magic. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Oh, Vucevic in position.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Pass to Warren. Outside Holiday. Here's Sumner. Guarded by Fultz. Shot clock at 6. McDermott. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Sumner. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for McDermott. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Edmund Sumner. Orlando also making some changes. Ennis comes in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Brogdon outside. 3-pointer. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, so it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. How about you? And that'll do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. But you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to set it, correct?
Exactly right.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
The numbers now for Nikola Vucevic. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Right around 21 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Ennis, following the basket by T.J. Warren from past the arc.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Indiana moving it around. Holiday, the pass to Brogdon. The 19-foot shot tipped away. Warren kicks to Holiday. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Holiday, the pass to Turner. And again, it's Indiana.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Augustine, no luck.
He's so frustrated. He hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Brogdon inside the line, kept alive, and Warren able to finish.
So T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
It's good from Gordon on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Now here is Holiday. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. From deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
For three, Fournier. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Ennis. Fultz, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And the Magic making a change here. Birch is checked in. Knocked away. Here's Sumner. Carter Williams covering. McDermott can't get it to go.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. For three, Ross.
And nothing's been easy for them, especially in this half.
Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Sampson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Fultz the pass to Birch. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by McDermott.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's McConnell. Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. Here's Sampson, guarded by Fultz. Pass to Sampson. Here's Sumner. 4 on the clock. Here's Bitadze. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Now here's Ross. He's covered closely. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's McConnell. Hits the three-point bomb. McConnell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the dunk by Bamba.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And so it's Indiana cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Well, you think about Evan Fournier making himself more and more of a factor on the defensive end of the floor as his career has progressed. Really good job anticipating that steal.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. So it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Brogdon. At the elbow, it's Turner. Inside. Outside Warren. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Fournier dishes to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy braces contact on the way up.
At the line for the Magic,
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Holiday. It's Oladipo on the wing. Unloads. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fournier passes to Augustine. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reads of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Oh, Turner in position. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brogdon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Stolen by Holiday. Turner with it. Defended now by Fournier. And it's Turner off the drive. That one drops for him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
It's tipped. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Miles Turner.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
To the middle. Leave kicks to Johnson. And And there's the pass to Leaf. The three. A shot by Johnson, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Oh, Turner in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now Carter Williams to the right side. Here's Frazier. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Here's Sumner and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Frazier. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over how it's ended. Well, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point. Levine passes to Carter. Pass to Markkanen. Just 2 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's White missing. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
That one goes. Count it.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Now the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally, too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic, serving him well in getting back.
Have to give Markkanen credit there. Great job absorbing the hit on the shot.
White against Brogdon. Down low, Warren puts the move on, and it's good on the way in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Carter missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Porter dishes to White. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Levine finds White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Markkanen can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 7. There's the lob to Oladipo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You know, the fact that Oladipo and his teammates are so well connected, they know exactly when to send the lob his way.
White the pass to Carter. He dishes it to Markkanen. Outside, Levine. The pass to Porter. Kick out to Levine. Will it go? The shot misses. Nice D from Oladipo. So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Carter. Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Holiday. He's got 6, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Again, Chicago.
Well, you know, this is the thing, Kevin. When Levine's in rhythm, the shooting motion looks pure and effortless.
Now, here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Bulls trail by 8. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter passes to Markkanen. White dishes to Porter. Back to White. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Passes it to Warren. He feeds it to Turner. Just 3 on the clock. That shot off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Indiana.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Chris Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Well, Clark, they say it's a make-or-miss league, as you know, and Thaddeus Young has that knack for finishing.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really good knack. Catches defenders flat-footed with his early release, and he's pretty crafty when he gets it inside. And being left-handed certainly doesn't hurt.
Pass to Hutchison. On the clock to the inside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Now here is Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Cornette kicks to Sederansky. Got that one up quick. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell scanning the floor. At the elbow, McDermott. It's hauled in by Dunn. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Sederansky backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Sederansky's got his second bucket of the night.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Rejected by Young, and he gets it back. There's Bitadze, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Sederansky kicks to Dunn. Back to Sederansky. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's the break. McDermott for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Thaddeus Young. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and Marcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
And Cornette gets it to go. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Bitadze. He kicks it to McDermott. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by Holiday, no good. Dunn passes to Hutchison. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Another one falls for Chicago.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. T.J. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson. Oladipo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Bitadze. He has 6. Here's Warren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Warren's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And then Carter with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Pacers making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Harrison. His last outing, he had 8 points. The pass to Valentine. Here's Markkanen, guarded by Oladipo. Deflects the pass. Puts it up. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They have a 2-point lead. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Indiana leading, and on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. Now here's Warren. Turner. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter outside. Outside Porter. Back to White. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. Shot clock at 5. Carter, the pass to Markkanen. That ties it up. Markkanen's got the first points of the second half here for Chicago.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Turner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And you look at the job description for an elite defensive big man. Nowadays, it's not enough to just protect the rim.
No, you've got to be able to move your feet and also defend on the perimeter as well. And that's where Turner's quick feet have helped him. He's able to guard smaller players and recover to the lane. And that's a nice combination.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. And you look at White, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's always looking for the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over him. In the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
You look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Indiana also making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Warren. J.K. Sampson comes in for Oladipo. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Aaron Holiday.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
To the middle. Here's Cornett. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Holiday against Levine. Brogdon outside. Banked in off the glass. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. Passes to Holiday. And that one drops. Holiday's got his second bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Dunn. Kick out to Levine. Turner with the steal. Levine against Holiday. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Hutchison passes to Young, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
And here's McDermott after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Denzel Valentine comes in for Young. Harrison's checked in for Levine. And Satoransky subbed in for Dunn. Here's Hutchison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by McConnell.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Here's Hutchison. The Pacers making the shot.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell passes to Bitadze. Turner trying to free himself up. Bitadze with the bucket. And now a 6-point Pacer lead.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Markkanen. With 2 seconds left. Off target at the rim. And so it's Indiana with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Satoransky there with Harrison, and it's Valentine and at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Sumner. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Harrison, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Sumner kicks to Holiday. There's the dish to Warren. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Sumner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Warren. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Markkanen passes to Valentine. The score now all even.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Here's Sumner. Kicks it to Warren. Outside Holiday. Back to Warren from 11 feet away. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside Markkanen. The pass to Valentine. Down low. Here's Satoransky, and it's blocked. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Valentine. Zach LaVine comes in for Harrison. And it's White for Satoransky. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Edmund Sumner. Brogdon the pass to Turner. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Over White. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bean passes to Porter. The shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the Pacers can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. White looking around. Bulls moving the ball around. Markkanen finds White. Carter against Turner. White the pass to Porter. Here's LaVine. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Brogdon against LaVine. Brogdon outside. Dishes to Warren. Markkanen pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Brogdon. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. The kick out to Holiday, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Markkanen down low. He's covered by Warren. Oladipo against Porter. Carter right side. Clock at 4. LaVine inside the three-point line. Missed. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Outside, White. To end the drought. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. From deep three-point range, misses there. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one